Gaffer, after the game on Tuesday, you talked about the mentality of the group in that second half in particular. Has that been discussed again this week in terms of the review of Tuesday night?
Yeah, it was discussed this morning. But yeah, us as a group. So as I said after the game, it's not just players. I don't categorise when we get beat, just players. And when we win, it's everyone. So yeah, no, all of us. Yeah, we have to. I think it was. I think when I speak after the game, I try and be as honest as I can, and I know when I'm doing things on camera, obviously speaking to the support, and I have to be honest. I was really frustrated. Oxford are a good side. They're having a really good season. But the way that we played, I was really frustrated that we got beaten that game. So we just didn't show two sides to a performance. What we showed on the ball was as good as we have been at any point this season, but we have to show the other side, and we didn't, and we got hurt. And that's what frustrated me most, because it's hard. It's hard to go to Oxford, team in a really good position, to really try and stamp our authority on the game, play a certain way, and we did. And some of the things we did was brilliant on the ball. If we showed the other side, we would have had a very different feeling after the game.
In terms of, you talked about that mentality being discussed this morning. On the flip side, has the positives been discussed as well in terms of that first half performance, and how we try and build on that for Saturday?
I think they're linked. So the whole reason why I felt that frustration, and the whole reason why we speak about the mentality of the group, is also, I have to give the players big credit that the mentality that they have to play like they are at the moment, against some very difficult teams on hard surfaces. We go to Peterborough, we try and play exactly the same before we go down to 10 men. Like, that takes a certain mentality that they've got. So yeah, there's some positives in there. But yeah, for us to get to where we want to get to, one, this season we have to fight to stay in this league, as we've spoke about for months, but also where we want to build this club to, we have to show that mentality with and without the ball. When we do, you've seen our performances, and can be very, very good. It's just that consistency that we have to have, and I know I have to be patient at times. We've got a very young group. Even some of the players more senior that have had difficult times at this club in the past couple of years have now came and gave us really big performances. I know I have to be patient, but yeah, I just don't like losing, as I'm sure the supporters feel the same.
We obviously want to play the right way every week, but sometimes it's about just getting a win and finding a way to win.
Sometimes. There's certain games will sort of evolve like that. I think we've played games away from home. Exeter comes to mind. Maybe the last 20-30 minutes when we played Peterborough at home, where you have to find a way to win a game. You have to defend the box. You have to defend in your own half. This game wasn't like that, Oxford. Even when we went 3-1 down, I still had confidence that we were going to get back into it. No, this was a different type of feel. But every game's different. You have to find many different ways to win a game. I think if our mentality was right against Oxford, at half-time in particular, then it would have been different. But that's also my job. If I sense it, I try and change it. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. And as a group, in these moments, we just have to learn from them. Like the last two performances against Exeter and Oxford haven't been bad performances, but we've lost two games, and there's moments within both of those games where we have to be better. But it's the same feeling I had when we beat Reading, when we beat Wycombe. We weren't as fluent as we could be. We probably actually went the other way. We're now better with the ball than we were in those two games, but defensively, our levels dropped a bit. So we have to get back to those levels and keep playing the way we are.
Did everyone come through the game okay, injury-wise?
Yeah, Liam Shaw's going to be a little bit longer. Stephen Humphrey's trained today, so we'll make that decision tomorrow whether he's good enough to be in the squad. And everyone's fit. There was no problems injury-wise.
Tom Pace as well, is he back to fitness?
Yeah, Tom's training every day. I'd love him to play some minutes with the reserves at the right time. That might happen next week, or he might be first team. So Tom's come back. We've got Luke Chambers in a very similar position, so there's a big fight for that spot, and that's what it should be.
Just two other players, Kel Watts and Liam Morrison. Obviously, Charlie Good's coming now. Lots of competition for places in that central defensive area. Is that Liam's omission in recent weeks been, I suppose, tactical given the number of players we've got in that position, or injury related?
No. Liam's fully fit. He's training. I think Yeah, some of it's just a tactical decision. I think we've also got Jason Kerr come back, and he's come back in even better condition or better place than I thought he would. Liam will get his chance again for sure. A little bit around us with signing Luke Chambers. It was sort of if you look at obviously when Tom got injured, and then we got Luke in, so it was that's why I signed Charlie Good. A bit of experience, a very different type of centre back, different profile, similar to Jason Kerr. So to have a 21-year-old goalkeeper, 19, 20, and 20, I think Charlie's still 20. To have that as your sort of back four is a big ask. So I think Charlie Good and Jason will make Charlie Hughes and Liam even better. And Kel's position he's got big competition now with Piercy and Luke Chambers. So Kel's training extremely well. He's a brilliant professional, good person. So yeah, that's what we need. We need competition for places.
Obviously, we didn't get the result on Saturday, but there's always a game around the corner in this division. And with the tight turnaround in terms of the travel back from Oxford, is that impacting on training this week in terms of preparation? And how are we looking for Saturday? Everyone confident?
Yeah, no, it's the midweek games are fine. I much prefer games than training. I want to compete, so no, everything's fine. We'll be ready for this weekend. I just want to see both sides. I'm confident that if we produce both sides, we've got a chance of winning this game. I think that's the challenge I have for us as staff and players. We have to show deep desire not to allow shots, crosses, concede. If we do that, we've got to have a chance.
Shrewsbury only lost one since the new manager came in. Good point against Derby and Barnsley as well. So how are you expecting them to set up and play on Saturday? Yeah,
they've watching this morning. Very organised defensively, and they'll hurt you with on one counter attacks, and also they can play, but they've got really good threat in behind them. So for every minute of this game, we're going to have to be prepared for that ball behind our defensive line, and they're good at it. So it's a big test. Just finally,
Shaun, a word on the fans. Over 1,000 have got a ticket for Shrewsbury on Saturday, and there was an equally good turnout against Peterborough. We got to win that time around, and obviously the plan this time is to try and send them on with another win.
That's always the plan. I think. I spoke to the players today. It was wasn't really so much a tactical meeting, but there's a deep motivation to make the supporters happy. Also achieve certain things for the club, for the staff. So and not just the coaching staff, the staff at the stadium. I didn't mention the fans after Oxford. I really appreciate that. It wasn't an easy trip. I know it was really difficult with the trains. So I appreciate that. The way that they clapped the players at the end was it was quite special really. We got beaten a game. I was extremely frustrated, and thinking about it yesterday, what the fans did to the players. One, they saw that the effort was there. I just so I do appreciate what they do. So I'll try my best to give them something this weekend. If it isn't this weekend, it'll be the next game. And that's my thoughts from now and until the day I'm not here.